Okay, we're waiting. Let's talk a bit about you again. When you stopped boxing, you did basketball. What about that switch?
Oh, you know what? My father, I grew up going, my father would take me to the Houston Rockets game, looking at Ralph Sampson, Hakeem Olajuwon. So I grew up loving those guys, right? And so following Hakeem through his whole career, the Houston Rockets, my father would give me the courtside seats, and I would just look at Hakeem and his dream shake, and I just wanted to be just like Hakeem. I mean, his footwork and everything like that. So I never got that close. But I got a chance to play college basketball, my dream, and my father would see me in the stands, and he would always tell me, "You're going to play college basketball." So I did it, and but it was all watching Hakeem from Nigeria in Houston. That was my goal. Yeah.
Okay, let's come back to this Kings of Rumble project. How do you intend to find the boxers?
Just like that, hard work, going in places where, you know, looking at talent like we did today in the gyms, at the stadium, where sometimes it's not perfect, but you try to find the talent in different weight classes. And eventually we're putting together a show where we can do a search all around Nigeria and different parts of Africa where we can find the best talent. And I found some today. I found about 4 to 5 boxers that we're going to sign on my trip, and we're going to make them into some great prospects, and I look forward to it.
And then some of them that we've seen right there. But, Judge, the problem I have is we've had boxers even to the level of world heavyweight champion. Remember Samuel Okompita?
Oh, Sam Peter.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But we don't sustain the success. What do you think is wrong?
You know what? There's no platform. There's no platform, right? When Sam Peter got into the ring in America, the promoter had to find the Nigerian fan base. Where do you find them? Where are the sponsors? Now I'm going to create this platform where the sponsors can come here early and then continue. So the big mobile companies, the big oil and gas companies, and then we're going to make these boxers with their personalities. That people are going to like them not just as boxers, but as their personalities. Sustain that. You look at George Foreman and Muhammad Ali. After they quit boxing, people still like their personalities. That's what's missing, and that's what we got to build.
They became brands.
Yes.
So we need to build brands.
And that's what I'm here to do, is build brands.
Okay.
With the Kings of Rumble.
Okay, George Foreman Jr., you listen to him. He's in Nigeria to build boxing brands. They have this project called Kings of the Rumble Africa. I'm asking him, how are you going to get those talents? He says it's hard work. They will go everywhere. Will the schools be part of the program?
You know what? I look forward to that, because if you're not touching the youth, what are you doing, right? So we have a youth program where we want to work in the schools and not just teach boxing, but teach fitness too, and diet. So even if you're not a great boxer, we're going to teach something. So going into the schools is going to be something that we really look to.
George, let's go to social media and find out what the guys are talking about.
Okay.
Victor Equere says, nice to have George Foreman Jr. in the studio. I think he was 7 or 8 years old when I saw him. I don't know where I saw you, but he says, I wish he makes great and profitable discoveries with huge talents. Yeah, I love the fact that he used that word. We have huge talents in this.
Very nice. Thank you so much. That was a very nice message.
Okay, still, remember you could keep those comments coming. Attila Adeleko showing love to the D Tigress right there. But we are talking about boxing right now. We have George Foreman Jr. in the studio. What's your dad up to? Someone is asking.
Oh, you know what? He still trains. One time he told me, I was 15 years old. True story. He looked at me. I was growing. He said, son, I'm going to power lift until I'm 82 years old, so you'll never try me. And guess what he does? Power. He still works out. I can't beat him. I still can't beat him. So
and he's about 67?
67.
Wow.
Still with a heavy punch. But yeah, he's still working hard. But he has his brand new shoes that he's promoting. Just does TV shows with NBC in the States. He still works hard. He taught us how to work hard, and he's still doing it.
So when you get daddy mad and he says, don't test me.
No, I got to move. Right? Yeah, I got to move. Yeah.
Okay, let's just stay with Nigeria and discovering talent. How soon do you intend to take off with this project?
Oh, we've already started. So dealing with the Nigerian Boxing Control Board, okay. We've already started. So that was the big thing, to meet face to face, shake hands, and get that agreement going, and then sign the fighters, and we've already started doing that. So this is the good part. You know, this is This is what you can only do so much when you're in the States and under your own air condition, under your own internet, but you got to come touch the people. And that's what I wanted to do today in this trip.
What do you know about some of the Nigerian boxers out there?
Oh, you know what? Hard working. You know, there was a lot of talk about the Nigerian boxing team this last time, and they're hard-working guys. They even some came to the States and signed with different promoters, and guess what? I'm happy for them because everybody deserves a chance. And every promoter, the more people see Nigerian talent, it's the better for me. So I want to make sure I work with all promoters. I don't want to be greedy. I want to manage these guys and have them work with all promoters, but just keep them here as well. But Nigerian boxing talent, I mean, these guys know how to jab, know how to keep their hands up, and then they know how to move. And then, because I guess they grew up playing soccer, right? So I was looking at footwork today. I said, how do they know how to do that? And this one kid told me he plays football and boxing. I said, what? So now the footwork is the most important thing in boxing when you keep your hands up. And then they do that well. So once you have that base, you can learn. And they're very intelligent and very respectful. If you have those things, sky's the limit.
And how important is coaching?
Coaching is important, but you can have all the coaching you want if you don't believe in the prospects. That's the problem. And these coaches I met today believe in their prospects, and now they're just looking for great alliances. And so they have great skills, and they believe in their prospects, and we can put it all together.
I can't wait to see that come into fruition. Attila Adeleko says, thank you, George Foreman, for being on this platform to bring talent to this country. And he says, God bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Already appreciate that because we know we love our boxing. And boxing, do you know, before independence, Nigeria already had world boxing champions. That's how big boxing is in this country. So you being part of the movement to bring it back is really inspiring. Let's talk about the one that is out there before we go back to social media. Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Where you first heard about that fight, what came to mind?
I always thought it might happen. You know, Floyd Mayweather is always looking for the big show. And you know what? The reason why he is where he is today, because he deserves it. He actually works hard, and he deserves fighting on the top talent. So when he wants a payday, he deserves it. And so this is a good chance for everybody to see his last fight and really and celebrate him. It's a great chance.
But what's the chance of Conor McGregor, kickboxer? The rules will be that of boxing rules. What sort of fight can they put out?
I don't know, but I'm going to try to tune in and watch it. I tell you that. It's an event. It's kind of like it's just a big event. It's boxing mixed with celebrity and event, and I don't like to miss those things.
It just looks like it's more or less like showbiz, and that's what they've been giving to us with all of the hypes that we've seen, Judge. And again, he's still talking tough. He says he's going to get Mayweather unconscious in round one.
Right. You know what? If he comes out swinging, he might have a chance, but Mayweather's been in with De La Hoya to Shane Mosley. How are you going to hit him? But if he does, it looks like he has a lot of power.
When you look at Floyd Mayweather Jr. and his career so far, what can you say about him?
I love the fact that he doesn't care what anybody thinks. See, I care what people think, so I'm going to go in there and try to knock you out. Mayweather says, you know what? This is about hit and not being hit. I'm not going to put on the most exciting fights, and I'm going to do this for a long time. Now, some people don't like that, but he's been smart. That's why they call him Money Mayweather. And I can't blame a man for being strategic. And so I was looking at his fights. He's fought some amazing champions. Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Manny Pacquiao. He's had the courage to get in that ring. And remember, I said, anytime you go in that ring, you have to have courage. So you got to respect him for that. Very, very long career.
Long career indeed. We've been talking to George Foreman Jr. He's in Nigeria to promote boxing. We'll go on a quick break now. When we come back, we'll find out what you guys are saying about all of this project. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Welcome back, Still Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Final home stretch now. We still have George Foreman Jr. in the studio. We're having fun talking about developing boxing in Nigeria. I promise I will go on social media to find out what you're saying. So let's rush and do just that. God's Will on Twitter says it's a nice one for Foreman Jr. coming to support boxing in Nigeria. Is it only boxing talents he will look out for? That's what they're asking.
You know what? It's not. That the reason why I came here, you got to start somewhere. But oh, do I love basketball. Someone was telling me about table tennis. I got to get into everything, but I got to start somewhere.
That's right.
I got to start somewhere.
I will know you with boxing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's soft landing for you. Ademola Alalade says, good to see George Foreman Jr. and very important to catch the youth and develop their boxing skills. We're about to go now. What's your parting shot?
You know what? I guarantee that if we get together and support this Kings of Rumble, people will be proud 4 or 5 years from now. And this is just the beginning. So we can go back in this interview and you get the credit for bringing me and launching me. And I'll never forget that. I really appreciate it.
I want to say thank you so much, George Foreman Jr., for coming around. And to you, wherever you are in the world watching Sports Tonight on Channels TV, keep the conversation going on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports. That's the show on behalf of the winning sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, with a punch, soft one. I'm Austin Okonakwa saying in everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.